He came to the limelight of being a Kenyan celebrity after witnessing an incident that his form of narrations, Kenyans loved it. His short-lived fame ended tragically, though today I will reveal all the facts, controversies, and deep information about the content creator who had the shortest lifespan in the Kenyan history of the current age of digital content creators. Before we proceed further, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Radido TV, and follow my TikTok channel for more. Brian Chira became a household name after an incident that happened whereby the accident killed so many and Chira was the eyewitness.
Naitwa Brian Chira. And I saw the whole accident. It happened that a lorry was coming up from the other side and there was a matatu. Halafu it's just kulianza cries, ilianza watu walianza kushout nduru, alafu tukatoka kuangalia nini mbaya. So it happened that there were two ladies out on a matatu and they didn't know where. Na vichwa zao hazikuwa. It's tragic. It's tragic. And all I would want to ask the government is that create bumps and create awareness, create signs on.
Before the incident happened, Brian Chira used to live in Nakuru, a house whereby he used to pay 2,000 Kenya shillings. Listening to this exclusive footage.
I'm visiting my 2K house today. But it's where I used to live, literally, before I trended and before I became famous.
Yeah.
Before everything happened.
This is where Chira used to live.
Though through the accident, Brian Chira catapulted to fame and became favorite to many in the current digital content creators world. Chira became TikTok sensation to many through the stories he was sharing and secured a number of interviews with other content creators. Though deeply, Chira was suffering being an HIV-affected person, though he did not allow the stigma to affect him. At one incident, he even took Airways on a live video.
Do easy, oh my God. Do easy, you think I'm not proud of myself? Do you know? You think I'm not proud of myself? Bro, put that sharp in denial. And let's keep going glowing and doing better. Kujikubali muhimu, bro. Sir.
Even though he crossed paths with other content creators, but with Aziad, it was not easy, as he once insulted her and shared her contact on social media. Aziad did not take it lightly and it was a court case.
Mr. Wabomba is on record for the accused person.
I appear alongside Mr. Kiprono for the accused person.
We are ready to take the plea.
Perhaps before we can take the plea, there are certain housekeeping issues. Mr. Wabomba, perhaps before we can take the plea, there are certain housekeeping issues that we need to bring to the attention of the court. And maybe my colleague, Mr. Kiprono, can address you on the same before we take the plea.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. The accused here was arrested on Thursday at noon. My lady, today is Monday. Your Honor, you realize that the Constitution, under Article 49, 1F, requires an accused person to be presented before a court of law 24 hours later. My Lord, did the state have no waters? So as we proceed, his constitutional rights have been violated. under Article 25, the right to fair trial cannot be limited whatsoever. And so perhaps this court should take judicial notice of that as we proceed.
When everything settled, Chira bounced back and he opened a business to sustain him with his family, though he was not stable mentally because the court case issues affected him. Gauging from the trends on his TikTok account, things were not settled for him. 5 months ago, in a cryptic message, Chira talked about his demise and how he worshipped the devil. Listen in.
5 months, you'll be talking about who? Chira, nobody else. I worship who? The devil. Thank you.
Within the same period, Brian Chira faced his demise, and former Churchill Show comedian Johnny Boy had this to say about the flow of events that happened.
I worship who? The devil. Kila mtu aniongelelea.
Okay. Now, if you look at that video, alifanya November last year. 5 months zenye anaongelea zimeisha huu wakati. And right now, watu ndio wanamuongelea sana. Look at that video. Chira saying, I am of the devil. Okay? And then, there is this note, personal note. Alikuwa anaandika. I don't know if you've seen that note. But in that note, he seems to be asking questions. Like, will all this be ever enough? Trips, I don't know, to Maloka, posh cars, fame, and all this. Will I ever get the peace that I need? Are all these things enough? That is what he wrote in his personal note, ambayo ilipatikana kwa nyumba yake. So if you look at that note, Chira was trying to ask himself some questions. Will all this that I'm getting, will they be enough? So that means, if you look at those two, the video and the note, it means Chira was in something that I don't want to mention, but alikuwa mahali ambapo haungetamani kujua alikuwa. Huku ambapo alikuwa anapatiwa all these promises, anajiuliza, will they be enough? And he knew 5 months from now. Sijui kama mnanipata. Now let me just say the word, a cult. Okay? Kuna watu wanasema there is this emergence of this cult ambayo inakula watu TikTok. Na watu wanasema hiyo burial ilikuwa ni kama kushowcase they have won. And kusema tu kweli, if you look at that burial, the attendees were in 3 categories. Category number 1, family members, those related to Chira by blood. Category number 2, content creators. Category number 3 of the attendees, I won't mention, but you know them. Okay? So, if it was a cult, some are saying that Chira was, I don't know, apatiane shosho yake ama yeye mwenyewe. Nyinyi mnajua venye Chira alikuwa anapenda shosho yake. In every interview he would mention my shosh, my grandmother, blah blah blah. So he opted yeye mwenyewe kuenda ili shosho yake aishi maisha mazuri. Ile nyumba alikuwa anataka kumjengea amejengewa. And of course, ameachiwa some cash. She's now living a good life. That is scenario number 1. Scenario number 2, ambayo watu pia wanasema, and it's also making sense, wanasema kwa hiyo sako ndio walimkula yeye, so that they can benefit in 2 ways, fame and money. After Chira's death, have you seen 1 or 2, 3 people becoming famous. Wachani achie hapo.
The life and lifestyle of Brian Chira created an effect to many youths in the country, and a lot of controversy surrounded his demise. What do you think about the life of the shortest influencer content creator in the country? Drop your say in the comment section and keep it Radido TV. Subscribe for more real life stories. See you on the next episode.